takes speed, handling, and nerve of steel to take the win as the Busch North Series heads to Watkins Glen International. Strap in. The racing starts now on Speed. Watkins Glen International Raceway in Watkins Glen, New York is the site of today's Little Trees 150. The NASCAR Touring Series continues its coverage here on Speed Channel this summer. The Busch North Series in action today on the road course. Hi everybody, I'm Ralph Shaheen along with Larry McReynolds, and working pit road for us today will be Matt Yoakum. Beautiful day for some road racing today, Larry.
Yes, it is. I mean, this series is used to normally running quarter miles, third miles, half miles, but they do run 2 road courses a year, one of them being here at Watkins Glen.
And an old road racer, a motorcycle road racer, Dale Quarterly on the pole today.
And the top 3 drivers broke the old track record on this new Goodyear bias tire.
And how big of a difference is this tire?
Well, it's just, I think it has more grip, and that's the reason the speeds are quicker. It's gripping the racetrack better through the corners.
So look at the field, and they're all lined up on pit road, ready to go racing. Working pit lane for us, as I mentioned today, Matt Yoakum. Let's head downstairs.
Dale Quarterly enters Watkins Glen with a lot of momentum. 3 straight top 10 finishes on the Serpentine Road Course, and today he starts from the pole. Dale, you're on the pole. How are you going to win this thing?
I think we're going to try and just run up front all day. My buddy Randy Renfro passed away here the other day, and we're going to try and win it for him. He helped us get the pole, and hopefully we can bring him back to the front.
Quarterly racing with a heavy heart. Starting alongside is Brad Layton. 3 straight years he has started on the outside pole. Today he's trying to bring it home. Nearly won this race 1 year ago, leading with 1 lap to go. Looking today for his season's 4th victory.
Randy Renfro, if you don't know, is another former great AMA motorcycle road racer who died from a freak accident, fell down the stairs at his parents' house.
And also, Ralph and Matt, that car you see Dale Quarterly sitting in, it was not even a race car a week and a half ago. Him and 2 other guys put this car together in a week and a half. It was fast right from the start of practice the other day.
You could do that, couldn't you?
I'd have to have some serious help, though. Maybe Hammond could help me.
Maybe not. That might take you 2 weeks with Hammond helping out. All right, so the cars are rolling off. Now, one other thing you have to do when you're racing here at Watkins Glen is you have to change the fuel input for when you make your pit stops.
Yeah, this is the pit road that's backwards. Instead of everything being on the left side, everything's on the right side as far as where they come into pit road, and that's where the pit wall is.
All right, we're getting ready to go green. They're warming up the tires. Stay with us here on Speed.
The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety subjected full-size pickups to their crash test, a test performed at even higher speeds than those conducted by the government. In the end, Tundra earned the highest overall safety rating for full-size pickups. Toyota Tundra. When we say better from the ground up, we mean a lot better.
So have it your way.
You gotta come into Burger King now for a great tasting deal. It's the last chance to get 2 big King Supreme sandwiches for just $2. Flame broiled, never ever fried, with 37% more beef than a Big Mac. The tasty flame broiled King Supreme, now 2 for just $2. So come in now for this great deal. This offer ends soon. At BK, you got it.
When you have money problems, just going to the mailbox can be frightening. The bills and balances keep piling up. You're scared to even look. It's the same when the phone rings. You know it's another creditor, so you're afraid to answer. I don't know how my debt got so out of control. I thought bankruptcy was the only way out. And then I called Ameridebt and found the answer.
Every day, Ameridebt helps more people with money problems. We're a nonprofit organization offering free consultations and solutions to consumers seeking to eliminate their debt.
Now I don't have to struggle to keep up my monthly payments, and I won't spend the next 20 years paying off my credit card bills. Ameridebt contacted my creditors. They were able to get my interest rates reduced, and my payments were almost cut in half. Now my balances are dropping, and I only have 1 small monthly payment.
Call this number, and in minutes, regardless of your situation, Ameridebt can help change your financial future.
Ameridebt gave me my life back.
Ameridebt, helping America get out of debt.
Welcome back to Watkins Glen International Raceway, where the Busch North Series is going to contest the road course today.
You know, Ralph, a year ago, the difference at this point of the season between first and second place in points was 138 points. This year, the difference between first and sixth in the points is 138 points. We've got ourselves a points battle.
That we do. 33 cars will take the green flag here today. 62 laps, or just over 151 miles. Cause any problems for these guys to go that distance?
Well, the thing about it, the fuel window is about 35 to 40 laps. But what they're going to try to do, they're going to try to get to about lap 20 and come in. But the real trick is you can only change 2 tires. They only have 2 tires to change. Some guys said they'll probably take those 2 left side tires around lap 20.
Matt Yocum.
Ralph, one common theme up and down pit road this afternoon is the pit window. Most teams would like to hit pit road around lap 17 to 20 so they can make the distance for the conclusion of the event. Pulling a number of crew chiefs today, the tire rule is 2 tires anywhere on the race car, either under yellow or green, but you get 2 total. But pulling a number of crew chiefs, they all say possibly you might see some gas and goes because these Goodyear bi-ply tires are holding up so well.
All right, so Matt just took what you said, Larry, another step further with the possibility of a gas and go.
Well, I would hate to be in this position because at a road course, you're turning left and right. I want to change all 4 tires. And with this bias tire, remember, the size of them changes with air pressure, so just changing 2 tires could throw the stagger off, the difference between the left and the right. So I say some of these guys may just do a gas and go.
As you're taking a look at the lineup, Matt Koblick is one of the drivers in the middle of that points battle. He's going to start on the outside of row 4. Mike Olson, and then the great Andy Santerre, who's had quite a few victories in the Busch North competition.
Actually has 2 wins here and a 3rd win as a car owner last year.
And there's Jerry Marquis in row 7 on the outside when he's not leading the Featherlight Modified points. He's over here racing with the Busch North Series. A busy guy.
Yes, he is. Always runs well, though, no matter what series he's racing in.
We talked about how different the bias ply tire is when you're affected by the air pressures and that sort of things. How about warming this tire up? How much do these guys have to get the tire ready to go racing?
I mean, you still want to put some heat in them. That's the reason you see them weaving back and forth. I mean, you don't want to start this race on a cold tire because a cold tire don't have much grip. You get to turn 1, that can be pretty exciting for these drivers.
Some of these guys looking like the front end's a little beat up and banged up already.
They've been out there practicing pretty hard, I'd say.
And unlike the Winston Cup Series, these guys are racing the car that they also race on the short track. They're not going to necessarily have a road course car like you would at a Robert Yates race.
Not really. Some teams, though, they do have a road course car. They do run 2 road courses a year, but NASCAR's trying to discourage teams from building just a road course car. The only thing that will let them move, remember, at this road course, you're predominantly turning to the right, so you want everything you can on the right-hand side. They'll let them move things like the battery, the ignition box panel, the fire extinguisher, but for the most part, a lot of the components have to stay the same as it would on a short track.
Now, for those of us that don't build road racing cars, or race cars for that matter, how much can moving just a battery to one side really make a difference?
Well, I mean, you still have to weigh a minimum of 14, or you have to weigh a minimum of 1,500 on the left and the right-hand side. But when you can move that stuff, what it allows you to do is put the lead where you really want it. In the case of here, you want it low and to the right. Short track, you want it low and to the left. So you still have to weigh the minimum weight, but you can put this weight where you really want it. And trust me, weight low in a road course is critical.
Where you want that weight right now is heavy on that right foot because you're about to plant it to the floor. Green flag ready to come out. There it is, and we're off and racing with the Busch North Series at Watkins Glen.
And this first turn down at the bottom of the front straightaway, it can be treacherous because you're heavy braking, you're downshifting, you're turning to the right, and it's a one-groove racetrack. Everybody wants to get to the bottom of the racetrack right here.
Everybody through turn 1. Up through the S's.
Through the S's, uphill, left, right, left.
Oh, 1 car off. Scott Bully in the way, and we're stacking them up.
Oh my God.
1 car up and over the fencing.
Wow.
There's got to be 10 cars involved in this one, and one literally out of the ballpark.
And the whole racetrack is completely blocked. And I mean, this was all from one car getting in trouble up through these narrow S's, and all these cars behind them, beginning of the race, stacked up behind him.
The red flag comes out immediately. The 98 car is in there. Mike Johnson. I saw the 94. Mike Speakman.
John Kohler, the 18 car.
Let's look at this again, Larry. 2 cars make contact there, including the 26 machine, Scott Bully.
And these cars just start stacking up behind him. See Corey Heath come in there in the 12 car.
Is that the 21 of Troy Williams that goes right up and over the wall? It is. Troy Williams out of Chaffee, New York, comes flying over the wall.
Look at this, though. This is full speed right here.
Here comes right there.
That was the 21 car, Troy Williams. And you know, these guys, they have spotters here, but this place is so big, it's hard for sometimes the spotters to see the entire racetrack. And there you see, because the racetrack is blocked, the red flag being displayed, they're going to stop the cars as they come off turn 1 here before they head back into the S's. It's a 98 car right there, John Serbone.
So the emergency crews are over immediately to start checking on the drivers. You see a couple of the cars moving away. That's Kelly Moore's 47 machine, the Napa car, and he's even got one of the orange cones wedged up in there.
He comes in here 4th in the points. This could be a big hit for him. Already had trouble in qualifying. Transmission jammed in 3rd gear, and he had to run the whole lap in 3rd gear, and that's the reason he qualified so bad.
Well, you see the high-flying Troy Williams just crawled out of the 21 car, and we'll be right back.
I'm gonna get up and out and wow! Love myself today, not like yesterday. I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm gonna be okay. I love myself today, not like yesterday. Take another look at me now, 'cause it's your last look forever. I love myself.
Hi, I'm Matt Kenseth, winner of the Monte Carlo 400, and you're watching NASCAR on Speed.
Stay tuned for some TV fun. It's Bill Cosby for the first time ever on video.
I just killed the table.
As Dr. Cliff Huxtable in The Cosby Show. Call now to start enjoying memorable episodes of The Cosby Show all over again on video. Once again, you can hang out with the Huxtables.
Where are you going just like that?
School.
Is it Scarecrow Day?
We proudly present things that are older than Dad.
Call now to get 4 classic episodes of The Cosby Show, the collector's edition on video for just $4.95 plus shipping and handling. Use your credit card to get a bonus video with 4 more episodes free. It's your chance to remember how good family can be.
Are you playing chess or you calling for the bellhop?
What'd you put in it?
Artichoke hearts and for a little flavoring, eel.
To get The Cosby Show, the collector's edition on video for just $4.95 plus shipping and handling, plus your free bonus video, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-651-6900. Call now.
Well, we tried to get a lap of racing in here at Watkins Glen, and we only got to the S's before a major red flag incident right here that you're looking at. A good 10 cars involved in this one as they stacked them up and blocked the racetrack. Watch this. Right here, the 26 car gets together with the 93 of Travis Benjamin. Scott Boulay you see spinning.
There you see Kelly Moore in the 47 car, nowhere to go. And this is such a narrow part of this racetrack. But right here, watch the 21 car. Troy Williams coming there. And you know, I mentioned about spotters, but gosh, you almost would believe these guys had to see this starting to happen, and sometimes it's called driving off the end of your hood.
You gotta look down the racetrack.
But it's a fast part of the racetrack. You're cresting a hill, and you're carrying a lot of speed, and it's very narrow.
Sean Serbone, you see the 98. Also, I saw Kerry Heath involved in there. Martin Truex Jr. was involved. I believe Kip Stockwell was involved in it as well in the 16 The 47 car of Kelly Moore was in the middle of it, and he's been trying to limp his Napa car back around. Let's go to Matt Yoakum on pit road.
Of the 12 cars involved, the 47 car of Kelly Moore has pulled his Napa Chevrolet behind pit wall, and first off, some severe damage to that right front.
Yeah, there sure is. You know, we came up the hill there, and the 26 and another car cut together, and when it did, you know, it really caused a lot of havoc there. I looked for the hole, and the holes kept closing up, and unfortunately for this Napa Auto Parts Village Candle Chevrolet, we got some pretty bad damage here, and this is really going to hurt our point situation. We were leading the points a couple of weeks ago and falling downhill for the last couple of races, so it's just unfortunate. The guys are going to work hard and try to get it back on the racetrack for us.
That's one that he really had no choice. There you see the 13 of Ted Christopher involved in it, obviously, as well. That was not Kelly's fault at all. He just had nowhere to go. Let's go back to Matt with another driver involved.
And Scott Booley has brought his car beaten and battered to pit road. What happened, Scott?
Well, it's real tight in the beginning. Everybody wants the inside. Actually, it was a real good start for us, and it was going good. Went down through the S's, got just a little tap, but I mean, the speed at this place, it doesn't really look like it maybe, but you're doing over 100 miles an hour right there. A little tap, a little bump, and just got sideways, scraped the front, and then a car hit us, and I saw one fly leapfrogging over me. So we'll fix it and we'll get it back. I just feel bad for the guys out there in the back of the track. Hope everybody's all right, and you know, thanks for watching, everybody back in Thomaston. You guys are great.
John Kohler's 18 looks like it got torn up in this incident as well. That's the 56 car being towed away. Martin Truex Jr. The last time we saw him had a good run going to New Hampshire. Not today. It's taken 2 tow trucks to get that one back to the pit area. Stay with us.
Hey, race fans, you could win a chance to be Kenny Wallace's crew chief. The more collect calls you make with 1-800-CALL-ATT, the more chances you have to enter to win a racing weekend with Kenny Wallace.
Hey, Ken, I noticed you got some new tires on there. What are those, P60s?
Your Call ATT Racing Weekend starts in Atlanta, where you'll get stock car driving lessons from Kenny Wallace. From there, you'll stay in a luxury motor coach during the EA Sports 500 in Talladega. Just dial down the center with 1-800-CALL-ATT.
Good luck, honey.
I love you, Kenny.
Oh, Becky, look. Wow. There's the Big Dipper. And there's Orion.
Daddy? Who turns off the stars at night?
Nobody. They're on all night.
So how come we never see them from home?
Discover the world through a new set of eyes. Go RVing. Visit an RV dealer or call for a free video.
I've got to tell you, a few weeks ago, I saw the White's metal detector ad on TV. In no time at all, my local dealer had me out treasure hunting. I was finding the good stuff my first day. And the best part? You can see what's in the ground before you dig it up.
Your treasure hunting adventure can start right now. Call for your free catalog.
My wife said I needed a healthy hobby. She's proud of the weight I've lost and really proud of this.
Call now.
You could save up to 70% on term life insurance. Watch.
Everyone wants security for their family. So I started thinking, do I have enough insurance? Could I afford more? So I called Zurich Direct. It was easy. In minutes, I had a free quote for a policy I could afford.
David, Zurich Direct asked the right questions. He didn't pressure us.
And I got a $300,000 policy for just $26 a month.
I help families like the Shared and save money every day.
You could save up to 70%. Call Zurich Direct now. 1-888-278-TERM.
Cleanup continues here at Watkins Glen International Raceway, the Busch North Series, trying to go racing. Only got about half a lap in, Larry, and then the accident took place in the worst possible scenario. Knocked out a couple big players today because they were trapped deep in the pack.
Well, that's it. This happened about 2/3 way back in the field. You look at Kelly Moore, the reason he was back there, we talked about the transmission. He had qualifying. And then Ted Christopher, who's batting 1,000, I might add, in 2002, one race, one win in the Busch North Series. He crashed qualifying and had to repair the car, so he was at the back.
So the NASCAR officials out checking out the racetrack. If you missed it earlier, here's another look at why we're under this red flag situation. But keep watching, because here comes the high-flying antics of the number 21 up and over the wall, and out of the ballpark goes Troy Williams. And standing by with Troy is Matt.
Well, the good news, guys, Troy Williams has walked out of the infield care center. What a wild ride. Describe that ride.
Well, I don't know if anybody ever went over the ballpark, but after I got out and I started looking around, I says, boy, I'm really close to that tunnel. I probably could have dropped about 20 or 30 feet down. I'll tell you what, I never thought I was going to stop rolling. I mean, the thing just, I got up. I can't even tell you how many times, I rolled on the fence and I kept rolling. And I'm like, you have no idea where you're going. Just hold on to the steering wheel and just close your eyes and wait until the end.
Well, the good news is, guys, he's all right.
And lucky, I would say. There's the 56 of Martin Truex Jr. coming in. Another one of those drivers that was trapped deep in the pack.
Had motor problems in qualifying. I think Matt Yoakum has another story for us.
Well, guys, we've caught up with Martin Truex Jr. What happened from your vantage point?
I don't know. Somebody got turned around up ahead of us, and I got completely slowed down, just about stopped, and everybody run me over. So bad deal. I'm glad everybody's okay, and it's just a shame. We had a good car. We just had a terrible weekend, blew a motor up qualifying, and it's pretty much what got us in this position. But I don't know what the guys behind us. I don't know if they didn't have spotters up in the stands or what. But the car's in front of me, and I stopped, and once we got stopped, they just run us over. So. Glad everybody's okay, and it's all over with, and go home, get ready for next week.
Thanks, Mark.
The cleanup is just about complete. The car's starting to roll again. We've gone from red to yellow. Soon will be green.
Change for $1.
Sure. Introducing the all-new Chevy Avalanche. The only vehicle that changes from an SUV to a pickup.
Thanks.
Chevy Avalanche, Motor Trend's 2002 Truck of the Year. Avalanche, like a rock.
NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Tough drivers, tough trucks.
The new and improved Total Gym XL. Over 80 muscle-burning exercises target individual muscles or work entire muscle groups all at once. We defy you to find any piece of equipment that can work virtually every muscle in the body and do it with this kind of speed and ease, from beginner to the most physically fit. Best of all, you'll actually finish your workout in less time than it would take you to drive to the gym. The Total Gym is used by bodybuilders, gymnasts, and the LA Fire Department. And you can also use the Total Gym for an incredible Pilates routine. We guarantee you'll get the results you want in 60 days or we'll refund your money. Right now, we have the lowest payment plan ever. Call now and get started with your Total Gym for as little as $29.95 a month.
So why not give it a try? Believe me, once you try it, you'll be hooked for life.
To try your Total Gym for payments as low as $29.95 per month, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-667-2293. That's 1-800-667-2293.
We're back to action here at Watkins Glen International Raceway. The cars are rolling on the racetrack once again. Ralph Shaheen along with Larry McReynolds and Matt Yoakum here with you today. Now, Larry, you've had a driver who got started, then he's been sitting still for a long time, and now we're back to green. How do you get this guy going again?
Well, it's almost like the start of the race. We have a single file restart. Remember, we really only got about a quarter of a lap run, so this is like the beginning of the race right here.
And a challenge and a pass for the lead. Brad Layton in the 55 ducks inside of Dale Quarterly. As we go down into turn one, we have a new leader.
You know, I'm not surprised. Brad Layton, he sat on the outside pole. He's never won here. He's come so close on several occasions. Last year, he led almost the entire race into the last corner of the white flag lap.
That's where the trouble took place in the opening lap. Everybody's going to get through there okay. And now it's speed down the long back straightaway into the chicane area.
Fast part of the racetrack right there. You sling it to the right, sling it back left, back right again. What we call the chicane, the bus stop, or the inner loop, whatever you want to call it.
And in trouble now for Jerry Marquis, the Wittenberg University Chevy, slow on the racetrack. Making our way back down to complete the end of lap number 1 as you're looking at 9th place, the 09 machine of Brian Chu. The yellow 09, he's got the 61 of Mike Olson. The Little Trees packed entry, chasing him, challenging for 9th. Heavy braking at the front of the pack. Look at the cars dancing around on the brakes.
Well, and it's from being heavy braking. Also, you're downshifting from either 3rd to 2nd. Some drivers elect to even go to the 1st gear right there in turn 1.
You saw Matt Kobielek in the 40 getting inside of Brian Wall's 77 to pick up a spot. There's that battle right there for 5th. That just changed hands. Kobielek in the yellow and black car waving to the 77. Oh, and there's Marquis. And the caution flag is out. That's probably why he was waving.
And what they'll do here, you can have 2 types of caution flags. You can have a waving caution flag in one of the corners, just means there's a problem there. But when you have the full course caution, it'll be standing yellow flags all the way around the racetrack, plus the main caution flag there at the flag stand.
This is a full course caution, so the field will slow down once again. Give us an opportunity to take care of some more business. We'll be back for more green flag racing right after this.
More future doctors, lawyers, and astronauts make the trip home safe and sound. The ride home from school on the wings of Goodyear.
Hey, race fans, you could win a chance to be Kenny Wallace's crew chief. The more collect calls you make with 1-800-CALL-ATT, the more chances you have to enter to win a racing weekend with Kenny Wallace.
Hey, Ken, I noticed you got some new tires on there. What are those, P60s?
Your Call ATT Racing Weekend starts in Atlanta, where you'll get stock car driving lessons from Kenny Wallace. From there, you'll stay in a luxury motor coach during the EA Sports 500 in Talladega. Just dial down the center with 1-800-CALL-ATT.
Good luck, honey. I love you, Kenny.
My job is to understand the auto companies better than anybody else.
That's just what we need.
I worked in the industry, and I understand what it takes to make a successful auto company and what it takes to make a successful investment in those auto companies. At Prudential, we've gone to a 3-point rating system: buy, sell, or hold. There's no gray. If we think it's time to buy, if we think it's time to sell, investors know exactly what our opinion is and what to do with it.
If you added up all the hours you've spent rebuilding small blocks and boosting horsepower, you would have graduated from UTI by now. And you'd be getting paid for doing what you love. Call 1-800-884-4262 to find out how we can make you one of the best technicians in the world. Universal Technical Institute.
FedEx Championship Series, Rockingham, England. Qualifying Friday at 4:30 only on Speed.
One of the most picturesque regions that NASCAR visits every year is up around Watkins Glen International Raceway. Today we're here with the Busch North Series NASCAR Touring Division action on Speed Channel. One of 2 road courses that the Busch North Series competes on, the other Lime Rock Park in Connecticut. And we're ready to go back to green again.
And since it's almost 2.5 miles around this racetrack, they actually give these drivers the 1 to go coming out of the inner loop. That way they don't have to run a whole lap when they're ready to go back racing.
2 wide for second place, almost. That settles back down right at the apex of the corner, the entrance into the corner. shot there really gives you an idea just how much speed these cars are carrying through the S's.
I mean, and again, as we saw a while ago, it's fast and it's very narrow right there before you go into this long backstretch. And this is one of the few places as they come out of the last corner of the S's where they actually get to high gear. They run an overdrive transmission. Third gear is actually 1-to-1, and as you go into the inner loop, they downshift all the way to second gear.
Brad Bennett in the black number 4 out of Stamford, Connecticut. He's got the Raven Racing Chevrolet.